Hello everyone, this is me Salman-Siddique, and in this video lecture we are going to solve the concept mole. We will be learning from the mole concept from the scratch to the advanced level, and in the end of video you will be able to solve the question relevant to the mole. Either they are given in IGCSE, O level or GCSE or Excel or whatever type of exams you have, you will be able to solve all the questions relevant to the mole. So without wasting time, let's start the video. So first of all, we will learn what is mole. So let's take an example. Let's say if we have 1 dozen. So how many things we have in 1 dozen? We have 12 things. It can be 12 bananas or 12 oranges. In the same way, one mole of anything has 6.02 into 10 power 23 particle. So anything which has this number of particle 6.02 into 10 power 23, we called it 1 mole. Let's say if we have 1 mole of sodium, 1 mole of sodium, it will have the same number of particle 6.02 into 10 power 23. In the same way, if we have 1 mole of magnesium, magnesium will have same number of particle. It doesn't matter whatever we have, it doesn't matter whatever we have, we will have the same number of particle. And we can say that whenever we have this number of particle, we say that we have 1 mole. And if we have 2 mole, if we have 2 moles, so it means that we have 2 into 6.02 into 10 power 23 particle. In the same way, if we have 3 mole, we will have 3 into 6.02 into 10 power 23 particles. And so here from this we can derive the formula number of moles is equal to given number of particles divided by 6.02 into 10 power 23. Let's say if we have example, let's say if we have particles, if I have 12.04 particles or atoms of glucose C6H12O6, find out its number of moles. So this is quite easy. We will just divide. We know that 1 mole has 6.02 into 10 power 23 particles, and in the same way we will say we have given number particle is 6.12.04 into 10 power 23 into 10 power 23, so it means they have 2 moles. In the same way, if we have 24 oranges, how many dozens it has? We know that 1 dozen has 12 oranges, so we will divide it by 12, so we will get 2 dozen. In the same way, mole concept is same as the dozen. 1 dozen has 12 things and 1 mole has 6.02 and 23 particle. And one thing more you need to remember, we call this number of particles Avogadro's number. Avogadro's number. We can also write it as Na. Instead of writing 6.02 into 10 power 23, we will just write Na. So this was the first formula of the mole, how to find out the number of moles if the given number of particles, if the number of particles are given. So just need to divide it by 6.02 into 10 power 23. So in paper they will not say the particle, they will say atoms, molecules, ions. So these are the same thing as a particle. So you are not going to confuse with the number of particles, number of atoms, they are the same thing. So this is the first formula. Now we will move to the second formula. The second thing is 1 mole of anything, 1 mole of anything has volume of 24 decimeter cube. 1 mole of anything has volume of 24 decimeter cube. So let's say if we have 1 mole of sodium, 1 mole of glucose, 1 mole of carbon, whatever we have, they will all have the same volume, 24 decimeter cube. So anything which has the volume of 24 decimeter cube, we will say that it is a 1 mole. If it has 24 volume, we will say that it is 1 mole. And if we have 2 mole of anything, the volume become 2 into 24 decimeter cube, so it will become 48 decimeter cube. And in the same way, if we have 3 moles, so we have 3 into 24 decimeter cube, we have 72 decimeter cube. And we can say that if I ask, if we have let's say if we have 72, if we have 96 decimeter cube of helium, find out number of moles. So what we will do, we know that 1 mole has 24, 1 mole has 24, 2 mole has 48, or 3 mole has 72, 4 mole will have 96. We are just adding 24. This is the method. We can just simply divide 96 divided by 24. This will give us the same answer. So from this we will derive the second formula of mole. Number of moles is equal to given volume divided by molar volume, or the 24. So we will write 24 decimeter cube. So whatever the volume is given, you just need to divide it by 24, you will get the number of mole. So one thing you need to remember, 24 decimeter cube is also called molar volume. 1 mole 24 decimeter cube is also called molar volume. 1 mole of anything has the volume of 24 decimeter cube, that is called 1 mole or 1 molar. 1 mole of anything has 24 decimeter cube volume, 24 decimeter cube volume. So we call this volume as a molar volume. For convenience, we call this molar volume. In paper, sometimes they may give the volume in centimeter cube. Let's say 1 mole is equal to 24 decimeter cube or 24,000 centimeter cube. So sometimes they give the volume in the centimeter cube. So we just need to multiply if we are going to convert from decimeter cube to centimeter cube. If the volume is given in centimeter cube and you want to convert into decimeter cube, you will divide it by 100, divided by 1000. And if you convert from decimeter cube to centimeter cube, you will multiply with 1000. So this is how you will find out the number of moles if the volume is given. So this was our second formula. So the third formula is relevant to the mass. 1 mole, let's say if I have 1 mole of sodium, it has the mass of 23 gram. If I have 1 mole of, let's say, hydrogen, it has the mass of 1 mole of, let's say, carbon, it has the mass of 12. So actually this is the atomic mass of these atoms. So we can say that 1 mole of of any atom is equal to the mass of 1 mole of any atom is equal to its atomic mass or nucleon number. So if I say 1 mole of sodium, so sodium has atomic mass of 23 gram. So 1 mole of sodium has a mass of 23 gram. And if I say 1 mole of hydrogen, and we know that hydrogen has the atomic mass of 1, so we they say that 1 mole of hydrogen has 1 gram. And if I say 1 mole of carbon, and carbon has the mass of 12 gram, so we they say that 1 mole of carbon has 12 gram. So we from this we can derive a basic formula, or derive a basic relation. 1 mole of anything has same number of particles, same volume 24 decimeter cube, but different mass. So if I take 1 mole of carbon and 1 mole of sodium, they will have the same number of particles, 6.02 into 10 power 23, same volume, but where they will have different mass. It's just like if we have 1 dozen of banana and 1 dozen of oranges, so they will have the same number of particles, but they will have different mass because they have different size of the particle, but they have the same number of particles. It will have 12 particle. In the oranges dozen will 1 dozen of orange will have the same number of particle. So from this we can derive the, let's say if we have 2 mole of carbon, so it means that we have 2 into 12, because 1 mole has the mass of 12 gram, and if we are going to find out the mass of 2 mole, so the mass will be 2 into 24 gram. And if we have 3 moles, so it will be 3 into 12, so it will be 36 gram. So from this we can derive another formula. Number of moles is equal to given mass over molar mass. So what is the molar mass? Molar mass is actually the atomic mass of an element or the molecular mass of a compound. So let's say if we have, let's say if I have 36 gram of water, if I have 36 gram of water and someone asked me to find out the number of moles, so we know that number of moles is equal to given mass. What is the given mass? Given mass is 36 gram. And the next thing is, what is the molar mass of water? We know that water has a formula of H2O. It has 2 hydrogen, so 2 into 1. What is the mass of hydrogen? 1, plus oxygen has the mass of 16, so 2 into 1 is 2 plus 16, so it will give us 18. So the molar mass of hydrogen, or it's just like the molecular mass or the relative atomic mass of water, is 18. So we will divide it by 3. So we have 3 moles. He may ask how many particles we have. We know that 1 mole has 6.02 into 10 power 23 particles. Now we have 3 moles, so we will just multiply it 3. They may ask about the volume. So we know that 1 mole has 24 decimeter cube. Now we have 3 moles, so we will just multiply it with 3. So we will have 72 decimeter cube of water. So this is how we use these 3 formulas. We have another formula. This is the last formula. I'm just going to write the formula directly. You need to remember N is equal to C into V. What is C and what is V? N represent the number of moles. Number of moles is equal to C is the concentration. C represent the concentration and V represent the volume. We will learn this concept by an example. Let's say we have find out number of moles in 18 mole per decimeter cube of NaOH in 2 decimeter cube solution. So in this question there are two things are given. First one is 18 mole per decimeter cube and the second one is 2 decimeter cube. The 2 decimeter cube is basically the volume because it has only decimeter cube. So decimeter cube is the unit of volume. So from this we can identify this is the volume. So V has the volume. V with the value of V is 2 decimeter cube. And the other thing which is given in the question is 18 mole per decimeter cube. This is the actually the concentration is 18 mole per decimeter cube. Concentration has a unit of mole per decimeter cube, or it can also have the unit of gram per decimeter cube. We will learn it later. For now you just need to remember whatever thing has given in the question that has the unit of mole per decimeter cube, it is actually the concentration. And if we are going to apply this formula, N is equal to CV, you need to care about one thing. The unit of volume, the unit of volume is decimeter cube, and the unit of concentration is also decimeter cube. These two units should be same, and if they are not same, you need to convert the volume into the unit of volume into the unit of concentration. Let's say if the volume is let's say the given volume is 20 centimeter cube, but in concentration we have decimeter cube, so I need to convert it into decimeter cube. So I will divide 2 divided by 1000 to convert into decimeter cube. So this is how I convert the from centimeter cube to decimeter cube. So let's get back to our original question. So we have concentration, we have volume, and we have to find the number of moles. So we know the formula is C multiplied by V. So C is the concentration 18 and V is the volume. So now we have 36 mole of NaOH. So this is how we use this formula. So let's summarize this and write down all the formula in on one page, so it will be easy to remember and to learn. We have first formula, number of moles is equal to given number of particles divided by 6.02 into 10 power 23. Number 2, number of moles is equal to given volume over 24 decimeter cube. Number 3, number of moles is equal to given mass over molar mass. So molar mass is same as the molecular mass of the compound or the atomic mass of the compound. If the atom is given, so we will use the atomic mass, and if the compound is given, we use its molecular mass. The fourth is N is equal to CV, where C is the concentration, C is the concentration, and it has a unit of mole per decimeter cube. For your convenience, you just need to remember its unit.